Tonic I opened in April of 2012. Lakeshore community's been around, forever, but the business community there has been gone for quite some time. They've been extremely welcoming to me whenever I opened up. Not just the community, but the strip center that I'm in. The strip center was really good to me. In my first year, oddly enough, I ran out of money. And I was doing everything I possibly could to get people in the door, and I didn't have any money for advertising. The landlords were extremely nice to us, and they let us keep our doors open for off and on about 6 months of that first year, because they believed in what we were doing, and they really wanted to help out the area. And Lakeshore really is. There's a lot of good people there, and it's kind of overlooked, like it's that forgotten place. I grew up probably the first 10 years of my life traveling around. My dad was always in the military, but we always had dairy farms wherever we went. So I grew up on a dairy farm at the beginning of my life. And then we sold the farm, almost like a country music song. We sold the farm, we bought a building, turned it into a bar and restaurant. And I helped my dad in that. He was an entrepreneur, but at the same time a farmer and military man. And then I moved to Louisville, Kentucky, which is the big city around there. And then I ended up going to business school for a little while. Decided that it was not conducive to an entrepreneur, that I didn't want to work in a corporation. It took that for me to figure that out. I was sitting getting my hair cut one day in what I thought was a salon, but it turned out that my guy cutting my hair was a barber. Because I thought, barbers were antiquated, want to cut all your hair off and ship you out the door. The places usually were dirty, and that's what I thought. But I said I always wanted to do what you do, but I didn't want to do nails and makeup. The guy cutting my hair said, well, be a barber then. I was like, I'm a barber. And he said, research it and see what you think. And I did, and once again, almost like the area I'm in, I saw a opportunity to go into something that had been kind of forgotten and passed aside that was actually a really great old profession. Going into a barbershop, it's more than just a haircut. It's going in and talking with the guys in your community. You're not supposed to be rushed in 15 minutes and not look forward to the experience. I'm like, gotta go get a haircut. You're supposed to walk in the door and be greeted by everybody that's there, because it's not just the person cutting your hair. You're happy to see everybody there. A haircut takes longer than 15 minutes. Our minimum is 15 minutes, because we expect you to get to know us. You have to see us on a regular basis at least once a month. You see us more than sometimes you see extended family or other people. Traditional barbering is clipper over comb, shear over comb, a lot of freehand. We don't use guards predominantly. We use them sometimes, but in very rare occasion. It's more shaping the hair. A lot of the older guys have stayed in the barbershops. Their father went to the barber, they went to the barber. Usually when we get the old guys in, they've either followed one of my older barbers, which I have two at the shop that have been cutting hair for a long time. I have Noel Glenn, who's 74, he's been cutting hair for 40-some years. And then I have Mike Kay, he's been doing it for 30. Their guys follow them. But when we get new old guys coming in the door, it's usually because the barbers either died or retired. The new guys coming in are off word of mouth. The current fad is to do the traditional styles like the undercut, men's side part, gentlemen's pompadours, and the greaser hairstyles. They're seeing it on their friends, and then they come in. And then once they come in, they're kind of like I was before I decided I wanted to be a barber. They're like, oh, I didn't think that barbershops were like this. The traditional barbershop that's behind that is in the Wild West, in old New York, in the 30s and 20s, 30s, 40s. You'd have guys sitting and playing poker in the back, sitting there at a poker table when you walked in. There might be a pool table, which I have a pool table and a poker table inside the shop that people are welcome to use when they come in. We don't supply beer, but if somebody wants to bring in beer and bring in a friend and they want to shoot some pool and they're a customer, they're more than welcome to bring it in and to hang out, and which happens a lot. A lot of guys will bring their friends up there to get a haircut after they've been in, and they all come together. We have events. Every once in a while we'll have events for customer appreciation. I'll get out and cook hamburgers, hot dogs, or we'll have a band or something. The main reason for that was that everybody's always welcome. whenever they come into Pomade and Tonic. It's not just if they're there to get a haircut that day. If they wanted to swing by, we're happy to see them, and we're going to talk to them. I always felt like I was born in the wrong time period, I guess you could say. I think if I could go back in time and pick a time period, I'd say I would have wanted to have been born in the early 1900s. Now, I know the Great Depression's going to happen, but that's fine. It builds character. When I go to work, I feel like I should put my best foot forward. So I dress usually in a button-up, or I have a traditional barber's coat, which has got a banded collar. It almost looks like a dentist, but it kind of goes to the history of barbering. And at one point, that was the last thing we lost, was dentistry. Originally, we were barber surgeons. But, you know, progress, things change. We are closed Sunday, Monday, which is traditional barber etiquette. Sunday, and then Saturdays, we're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 8. Normally, traditionally, it would have been open like till 5, but times change, so we have to be there in order to accommodate the customers. But I've been a stickler to our Saturday hours. Our Saturdays are open 12 to 5. We've had a lot of people want to come in on Sunday and Monday. And there are a lot of shops that are open, and you know, I'm happy for them. They're making a lot of extra money. But traditionally, Sundays were if you wanted to go to church, or if you wanted to spend time with your family, or you just wanted to relax. It gave you a day that the community was nobody was working. Monday, so you could go pay your bills. I tried to stick to that because I think it creates a better environment for you to work in. I think a happier person working is a better employee and just an all-around better person. We actually have online booking, which is another modern step for a barbershop. We are still cash only because barbershops is kind of how they are. But you can go to pomadeandtonic.biz. That will put you on our scheduler, which is a company called Vergaro. So whenever it changes from pomadeandtonic.biz to it says Vergaro on the thing, you're going where you're supposed to go. We're located on Blanding Boulevard. A lot of people think we're in Orange Park. We're not. We're right at the end of Park Street. Turns into Blanding, and right when Cassett hits Blanding, it's right there on the corner. 2415 Blanding Boulevard. You can find us on Facebook, Pomade and Tonic Traditional Barbershop.